And I remembered the microphone. Listen, we are nailing it tonight. Welcome, welcome. The War Chief of Light is live. Another night of ass kicking, nerding out, having fun, and tonight we're getting silly. Okay? I've had a plan all week. I've literally had it, like, I've seen a tweet on it, and I was like, you know what? I want that. I want to do that. That sounds like so much fun. And then, ironically, tonight I'm feeling just a little under the weather, so I figured it'd be fun to fuck around and find out. Or just, have some sillies. Big fan of sillies. So, hi. First of all, hope you guys are having a great night. Second of all, don't worry about me. When I say under the weather, I mean like, hello, Goddess Thane. Well, that's an awesome emote. So when I say I'm under the weather, I really mean like just congested, the sneezes, the runny nose, and you know what, I could possibly take a nap. That feeling. I'm fine, generally speaking. And the didn't want to get all cozy and bundled up. That. So again, not sick, like I'm going to work tomorrow. I don't know. Bear with me. I'm gonna go check if my door's locked. Yeah, fuck it. I'll just leave it there. I'm gonna go check. It is. My outside door is right there. I'm not, being a butt. Hi. So yes, so we're gonna do some sillies tonight. Thank you. I appreciate it. But again, like, I'm okay, right? Oh, I'm in a zone without it. Oh, okay. Jesus. Okay, I'm in Zaktural. That's where I'm at. Okay, makes sense. So, what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna get on my healer because I like her outfit better. No other reason, I just like her outfit better. And then we're gonna get some sillies. So, on Twitter, there was a conversation about why is the English version of this game so long? Like, everything seems dragged out and repetitive, and I had said something along the lines of, I don't know, right? I don't read Japanese. What I can tell you is that they may feel the need to over-explain it because what is nuanced in Japanese maybe isn't so much in English. Or they believe it's nuanced and they're beating a dead horse with it. And I had finished that conversation with, let's be honest, the French version of this game is not the same game. Like, all the fights are the same, all the silly stuff is the same. But generally speaking, your situation isn't. We did this experience a while back now. Stuff like, if you guys remember Little Sun, one of the best dick jokes ever told in a video game, in my humble opinion. In French, it's not a dick joke. It's not. I wish it was. They definitely could have. But they would have needed to have been more derogatory to make that land. So instead of... It's not an innuendo at all. It's very much... you are nothing but a child to me. Like, it's very infantilizing and not like, listen, boy, talking to. So again, this conversation's there. It's still funny, but it's not a dick joke. Okay? And same thing if you've played Shadowbringers, because we did that actually on stream, as we played through some of the big moments with Emmett Selk. And Emmett Selk's VA in French is fantastic, okay? Depending on what you prefer, he's better. Hear me out. Emmett Selk, and the reason why I think he hits so well is because he is, not that he's a tragic figure, but he's very much the average person could turn. And it's not a tragedy, it's very much we have it in us. Hello, Anduin. Bonjour. So, in French, it's a good and evil conversation. It's very cut and dry. There's no nuance in between. So again, if you want a cut and dry villain, Emmett Selk's VA in French is better, by far. If you're looking for that nuance, we could all see ourselves do really shitty things, English VA is much better. See what I mean? So, we're going to spend a little bit of time in here. Because I wrote down 3 things that I wanted to see in French. Did I tell you to watch the Great British Bake Off? Ha! Oh yes, the Brits are not afraid. And it's funny because they say it so subtly that sometimes us Americans, and I say Americans, I'm Canadian, we don't catch it. And to them, they're like, you just made a dick joke. Grow up. Like, it's so good. I love it. All right. So, first things first. We got to go to system. I think it's here. It's not in character. System. Is it here? No, not there. Nope. No. Shit. It's here somewhere. We will find it. Huh? No, I thought it would be here. Hold on. Volume. Other wireless. We'll find it. Pet chicken is all I'll say. That's so funny. That is so funny. Listen, I'll character config. Let's see if it's here. Because again, it's here somewhere. Is it controls? No. Target. Target. Yeah. Nice. Inventory. No. Fuck. Listen, don't make me Google it like a dumbass. I know where it's at. I don't know where it's at. Okay. Fixed. That's not it either. HUD. Default language setting. Not just the info. Oh, fuck. You're not helping. No. Oh, maybe it's the bottom. Okay, we gotta Google it because I'm dumb. How to change language in Final Fantasy XIV. App menu. App settings? What the fuck? App settings. There's no settings. Why are you like this? That's the app. I don't want the app. Options. You can change the options by going to the options. Ooh, you gotta do it at the... There we go. System config. Other settings. That's what it was. I was looking for English and it wasn't there. That's what I was looking for. So basically, before you log in, it changes everything. So the written and the speech. This will only change the speech. So that way, for those of you who don't speak French, can still follow along. En français, s'il vous plaît. Thank you. And for those of you who are new, I am a French Canadian. I am not a Quebecer. We exist. And that's like a silly thing to say out loud, but like... Quebec's around 60, I think. Hold on, let me see. Percentage of Quebec people who speak French or are bilingual. So 77% of Quebecers speak French, whether that's bilingual or just French. They speak French. In my province, 39% speak either French or are bilingual. So it's still quite high. We're the only bilingual province, so if there's anything like that. So first things first, let's do something real fucked up. Ready? Ooh. Uh-huh. Uh-uh. No. Uh-huh. Uh-uh. It's here then. We're going to Praetorium. This is gonna be fun. I am a healer, so it won't take very long, and that's okay. It doesn't need to. We're gonna stick here though, okay? Because we know that the next things we're gonna do is going to be Dawn Trail related. So my plan is to go through Galul Jaja's death. I just dropped that bomb. And then I'd like to hear Galul Jaja speak as well. Well, no, we'll hear him in that. I want to hear how Cunty's fiend is. I want to hear. Do we hear you're bullshitting us from the get-go? Because, like it or not, in English, you get a vibe, but you can't place it. That's kind of how it came off to me. It's like, I know you're lying to me, but I can't hear a lie. I can't see a lie. You know what I mean? Or you're hiding something. Like, I couldn't hear it in the voice. So I'm wondering if in the French you hear it. Because a lot of times you hear it in French. Ooh, I gotta chill. Now, yes, you can, absolutely. And it'll come up in that language. However, the text at the bottom is still in English. You can log out, set it to the text and the language. So if you guys want to see how it's written in French, we can do that too. It's up to you. I just figured we keep it in English so you guys can, see where we're at. It'll also be fun because Wuk Lamott's voice actor is fantastic. She's amazing. We love her, okay? And it'll be fun to see how the French took it. Because remember, they have different directors. Different language changes how stuff is. Also, Spanish and French, very close. So when she goes, Papa, that's a French word. It's also a Spanish word, or I've heard people say papi, but it's still very much a word that's shared. It would be interesting to see how that goes. But I figured Praetorium would be fun because it's something that, it's a little cut back. It's less painful. And then we can go and actually find, the other cutscenes that you guys really enjoyed from Dawn Trail. Like, if there's one that you're like, bitch, we can do it. I figured that'd be fun. Nice and chill. And again, I have a sticky note. I had this planned for, a week. I didn't know I'd be sick today. And again, I'm doing alright, so don't worry about me. However, what's cool... Oops, I made that too big. That's what she said, I'm sure. So yeah, it's really, really well done in the languages and very easy to swap them out. In between. Also, while I'm here, let's show you something cool. You guys won't believe it, I promise. Well, maybe you will if you've been here long enough. You guys want to see something? Look at that. Look at that. That is the original Fantasia that you get after beating Praetorium the first time. I got it. I still have it. I have never used it. There's also these fair vouchers, which... cool. Love that. Again, I don't throw nothing out, so, yeah. So the Fantasia, the original Fantasia, is sitting right there. Just happy, pappy, and being silly. And while we're here, let's give me some stuff. Money, I'll take money. Love money. Big fan of money. I'll send you on an adventure. There's Pumpernickel. I love his name. Oh, there it is. Praetorium. So let's see if we get it in French. En français. Also, my accent is very much Eastern Canadian. It is not Quebec, and Quebecers will be like, wait, there's something way off about that. I understand her, but like, what the fuck? Kind of. You send your dude or dudette out to do whatever, and they bring back money and stuff. It's a good way to make good money. And you get some really cool, rare items. So, the best pet in the game right now, the cutest motherfucker, is available through Ventures. That's a baby mamucha. Okay. We all know this part's not spoken, right? It's gonna be a while till we hit the spoken part, so bear with me. Basically, in Final Fantasy XIV, you can hire retainers, okay? Their job is to do your fetch work, which is doing the ventures or selling stuff on the AH. So if you want to sell something, you got to go through them. They are the boss. Alright, let's see what kind of trouble you guys are getting yourselves into. Whee! See, you prepare for trouble with these guys. But you know they will. Ka-chow. That's a big fucking hammer. That's so cool. Oh, that's a Picto and a Viper. Nice. Is that my buddy Riku? It'd be so awesome if it was. By the way, if you're on here, you're a sweetheart and it's so cool. But it's probably not you. But I'm thinking of you. Alright, let's see what kind of trouble they're getting themselves into up here. It's very hands-off, right? You just do it, you come back whenever you can. There's like an overnight one, and or like a 12-hour one and a 2-hour one. So if you're going to be playing for a while, you might as well do the 2-hour one, and again, it's not a requirement, right? Where Warcraft, their tables were kind of required. Right? If you wanted your augmentation runes and shit, you needed them. Or back in BFA, if you wanted your... oh, we're going. Alright, good job. If you wanted your... whee! Oh, baby, you're gonna put me to the test. I love it. I got you. It's not hard to heal at this level. As long as you remember that you need to heal once in a while, you're fine. You'll be fine. And that's kind of Final Fantasy XIV's philosophy on a lot of stuff. Very hands-off. They take your time very seriously. So, dailies, there's no dailies. If you're a raider, there is a weekly raid. It's 4 bosses. And the grand majority of people can do them. And the progression is 4 bosses. But like if you want dailies, there is some. But they are for cosmetic stuff and like your own personal enjoyment. Now, on one hand, a lot of people really appreciate that. They're like, hey, listen, you respect my time. I don't feel like there's FOMO because if I don't do the dailies, I'm going to be headless tomorrow. No, you'll be fine. You're just a day later getting a mount or a pet or something stupid. Where Warcraft, if you didn't do your dailies and the next patch drops, it's too bad. Like, you're now on the next stuff and you didn't get enough rep with the first ones. You see what I mean? We're here, it doesn't matter. You can go back to previous expansions, do the dailies like it was yesterday. And the same rewards are still available. Completely. And they're still just as relevant because they're all... which one is it? They're cosmetic. So if you want a mount, go to it. Enjoy it. Have fun. If you want the emote, you guys know what I'm thinking. It very much does. But on the other side of the coin, and again, let's teed the line for a second. Final Fantasy XIV lacks content. As a content creator, after the MSQ, my views dip. Gone. Bye. Warcraft, they don't. I actually do very well on Warcraft. After raiding, what do you have to do? Yes, there's PvP that you can grind. There's a leveling system in that. Ranking, whatever. But there's no dailies that are required, right? There's no reason for you to log in after you've completed that raid or that once a week with your raid group to do that next one. And remember, every patch drops 4 bosses. Not 12. Those bosses have no trash. They are just 4 bosses. They are hard, don't get me wrong. They are very much on the level of Warcraft. There's no... Warcraft raiders didn't win world first to our raids. That's not to say that they're bad or anything. It's just to show that they're equally as difficult. But again, it limits the amount of content that you can do. So on the other side, people are like, hey, what if we had a daily that you made us come into? Or if we had larger raids? In between raid cycles, they drop a 24-man raid. And it's not meant to be a difficult thing. It's meant to be like in between. It's not required. But has some decent gear. So the people that play Final Fantasy XIV a lot tend to complain that there's not enough. If you're new to Final Fantasy XIV, you have essentially every single expansion's worth of content, right? Because again, they can 100% just adjust you to the right level to do the raid as they're supposed to be. You can 100% just do the raid as you want it to and do old raids with your guild. Again, you've got 6 expansions worth of dailies you can do at your leisure. And there's some other side content that's definitely available. So a new player coming in has a lot. And those are the players that tend to feel like, yes, listen, this game is unlimited. I have everything. But if you are a hardcore player who plays a lot, which again, whatever tickles your pickle, right? We're all play differently. Some people will say it's not enough. And that's a genuine concern. That's it, right? And right now, the consensus really is they want to keep it available for the player that because again, what's the bell curve, right? That's the question. What's the bell curve? What do most players want? Again, if only 10% of players want content on content, move me, want to go fast, let's go, then we shouldn't be catering to them. They are only 10%. We should have something for them, but not that should be the main focus, right? So Yoshi P tends to go with the, I want dungeons to be long enough to where somebody who got off work that night has an hour to play, can do 1 or 2 or 3. But we want it to be short enough that it's not too much, you know? It's a very, very difficult, excuse me, a very difficult line to straddle. So, like, I don't fault anyone. Because, again, I feel Warcraft went in the other direction. Way too much. And it makes people feel like they need to play a lot now. Like, for example, I was discussing this in my Discord. You want me to do a weekly quest in all the zones. You want, for my gear, you want me to do a bountiful delve, 4 of them a day. You want me to get my mythics ready so I can get my vault. And then if you're raiding, the raiding reset, or the or PvP, or you see what I mean? It's a lot. It's a lot. And that's just the basic. Like, somebody who's hardcore will be playing more of this. Or at least if you're in a guild that wants to try, let's say you're like, you know what, our guild wants to give it a go. We really want to try to be badass. It means you gotta put in that time, or you're left out. But don't get me wrong, Final Fantasy XIV's guilds are the same. TFCs? Round 2 Raid Hardcore want that MSQ done yesterday. They want you gearing. They want you doing the dungeons. They want you pushing it. So, it's an interesting conversation to have, because I feel like the answer's in the middle. Right? Because to me, Final Fantasy XIV needs bigger raids. I'm sorry. They do. I don't understand why we can't get 3 raids. 6 to 10 bosses apiece. Or 6, 7 bosses apiece. Or introduce a smaller raid in between, like a 1 boss, or kind of like Obsidian Sanctum, if you remember that. Again, nothing's perfect here, and I'm not telling people that's exactly what we need to do today. I'm just saying that these are options that are possible, right? Same as Warcraft. Why do we need 4 Bountiful Delves? That's a lot. Why not 1? 2? Again, it's your choice to do it, but you will be behind if you don't. So for that certain part of the bell curve, it gets hard. It's also why I'm not part of the bell curve, right? I don't raid. I don't have time. I stream, I do videos, I run a table at a convention, so like, wish I could take my camera off and show you beside me. It's like a sewing machine. There's shit going on there. I should have just put the fucking text in French. I forgot how much stuff comes before that one scene that we're all waiting for. But yeah. Anyway, it's an interesting conversation, and people that are willing to have it and sit down and be like, okay, this is a shortfall, I agree, or I don't agree that's a shortfall, I believe that there's enough time to do this, this, and this. I like that. Oh my goodness, I've done 3 delves and I found it a lot in a week. Total, like 3 total, and I was like, it's fun, I like them, but I want to do 1, 2, maybe. Now, I did 2, and now there's 1 part of the MSQ, and I'm like, oh, fuck. Again, they're not bad, they're just a lot. But I like the content, okay? I like single-player stuff. To me, that's what Torghast should have been. Nice, big rewards at the end, a happy little companion to go through, because Torghast wasn't bad if they would have had all the pieces that go with delves. But neither here nor there. It's gone now. I had a little chill. These are nice sweaters though. Oof. What's really, really cool is that I live in a spot where a brand was built from the bottom up, and it did pretty well. East Coast Liberty? I don't know if you guys know it. Either way. And their warehouse is 10 minutes from here. They put on their Facebook, hey, listen, we're going to be selling overstock and changing of logos and like B stock. Hoodies are $20, t-shirts are $10, and I mean they're good quality hoodies that sell for $70. So I was like, I spent $120. I bought a lot of stuff that day. However, what was there was what was there. So like my husband, who's the most common size of men, didn't get as much as like I did. I got 2, like this hoodie and the yellow one you guys seen yesterday. My youngest got 2 hoodies. My oldest got a hoodie and a t-shirt. My husband got a t-shirt and, no, 2 t-shirts. And a hat, I think. Yeah, I think I bought him a hat. So. It was cool. I like it. Big and cozy. Just the way I like it. Okay, it's a time to kick your butt now. There's the hammer. Let's go, baby. Oh, listen. I had a big crush on Sid, and my heart had to let go. Because we know his heart belongs to Nero. Everyone loves Nero. He's sassy, he's classy. He doesn't put up with Sid's bullshit. We love it. This is the game for thirst, okay? If you're like, listen, it's getting hot in here a little bit, that's Final Fantasy XIV working as intended. I'm gonna go cuddle over here. Actually, I'm gonna go heal that guy. Just a little bit. Alright, there we are. Oh yeah, like this is the Final Fantasy XIV is the space to get thirsty, and it's bad. It's a bad influence. Cause now I play Warcraft, and I'm like, Rathian, honey, I know you belong to Anduin, but like, you know, thank you for being here. Thank you for being a friend, you know? Or you get someone like Tyrande and you're like, okay, like, you know, what if we made a sandwich? You know, just a little sandwich. PB sandwich. Be fine. We'd have a good day. Hello, Cinda. You're doing Praetorium en français, in French. Well, it belongs to Anduin. Right? I need him too. I need that to happen. Like, it's the one punching him doesn't count. Listen, but you could feel the sexual tension in that room. Cut it with a knife or a talon. Scientific reasons. Correct. Correct. The boys definitely need therapy. Fucking Rathian's an asshole. And a vacation. Yes. Speaking of vacations and like time together, have you guys read Eastern Kingdoms? It is the cutest book. Okay, I didn't get the other ones because I was on a WoW break for 2 years after the lawsuits came out. I played with the Japanese voices. Sloppy. Oh my goodness, Cinda. Cinda says, I was playing with the Japanese voices, so when everyone was doing sloppy, I had no idea what they were talking about. It's small, okay? It's not a big read. It's not an intense read. It's really just like, hey, I'm bringing you across the world in Eastern Kingdoms and seeing artifacts, learning about the world. You know, everything's good in life. And it's Shaw and Flynn, okay? So for those of you who don't know, they are a canonically gay couple. So cute. Because Flynn teases the shit out of Shaw, and Shaw needs the shit teased out of him. Like when they get to booty bed, it's the cutest thing. Again, it's just a couple having fun, and it's silly as shit. It's not a lot, but it's so there and subtly cute. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Also, Queen Talanji is questionably bisexual, questionably a lesbian. A lot in the same vein that Anduin is questionably gay. Flint. Yeah. Oh, yes. Because if you read the books, Anduin straight up refuses partners. Okay, he's like, I don't want to be with Tess. I don't. Here we go. I'll turn it up just a little bit so you guys can hear it. No, you guys should be able to hear that. Probably better hear it than I can. And keep your eyes open. Gaius could be down there. Don't think of dying. Do you hear me? It's a lot more direct in French here. So he's, and I have to admit, I'm sorry, but early ARR's Sid voice actor, the French voice actor, kicked your butt. Okay, I love you dearly. Sid. Why do you fight? Okay, same line. So tell me, what truth is there in Eorzea? See, a little bit of shift, a tonal shift. Your belief is built on lies. Oof, big words. Men quiver in front of the primordials, but yet it's man that quivers in front of them. Where are your protectors? Your precious 12. If they are your gods, where are they? Why not call on them like Cartano? They'll, this is the same sentence. Your gods are nothing but glorified Acons. Knowing that, why are you still hanging on to false gods? However, Louis Sois sounds so much better. Your ancients and your chiefs have no strength here. Since the long night, men have fought. It's just battles are decided by effort. So you see, it's a little bit more direct. Same sentence here, almost word for word. In consequence, it's only men of strength. You'll take over a civilization and conquer lies. Come, champion of Eorzea. I will give birth to a new royal realm. So it's a lot more direct, it's a lot more to the point, and I made a video a while back saying Gaius Van Belsar was fucking right from the get-go. Oh shit, that's right, I watched it in French. Gaius was right. Okay? No debate. He was right. He called out the 12. He called out everything as Acons. He knew. But here, he's a lot more direct, and he says, no, people are dying because of your stupidity. You're the one that's falling for it. It's quite direct. where the English version sounds like a grandstand, which it is, let's be honest. Here again, there's nothing wrong with the grandstanding. I think it's a great time to do it. Everyone loves that speech. But here it's not a grandstand, it's a warning. It's straight up, no, you are fucking dumb. Pretty good. I love Talanji. She is my girl. I'm a horde girl. I play Alliance for the large majority. The trolls are my exception every time, and I like the Nightborn. Tyrande fucked that up. But anyway. In Fear of Shadow or something like that, the book that came before Shadowlands. Shadows before? I don't remember. My goodness, I feel old. Basically, she is propositioned as well as a queen to marry, and she gets very sad when her best friend marries. Shadows Rising, thank you. You're on the ball. She gets very sad when her best friend marries another woman. So there's a hint at either bisexuality or straight lesbianism. It's hard to tell which is which. And it's 100% rumor, right? Like, we don't have anything confirmed. Who are we kidding? Ooh. Good. But they definitely hint at it pretty good. Pretty good. Alright, let's get everyone lined up. Let's get you some heals. I got you, babies. Don't you worry. It's just time to kick some butt. So Anduin is in the same situation. He's refused every courtship that was set up for him, which he's a king. Like, that's a thing, right? Like, let's be honest for 8 seconds. Lineage is important. The next in line is important, right? So there's no reason he is refusing them. Tess, he said it's because it's his friend. And many others he just refused. It could very well be he's a straight man and he just doesn't want to marry right now. He wants to work, blah, blah, blah. There's also the hint that he may be gay. Let's see, I'll take it. Let me see. Oh, listen, abso-fucking-lutely. Direct, in your face, gets a husband, falls in love. Mm-hmm. I would love that. And it would, that there could be an entire expansion on the succession of Stormwind. Because he's not going to produce. And then an uproar. And then civil war. And the council takes over. Like, listen, I see it. I see that. I love political bullshit. Okay. So, as you guys heard, the French version is different. But not stupid different. Right? Everything is just there. But it is not as on the nose. Some of it's more on the nose, some of it's not. Like, it was important in Final Fantasy 16 to have a gay couple. And it's not a random NPC. If you guys haven't played it, I won't spoil it to you because it's a fucking great game. But Final Fantasy 16 has a gay couple who is a main cast member. It takes a while for you to meet them, see what's going on, but it's there. It's not hidden. It's very much a I love you moment. You get a tender little kiss because the situation in the world is kind of fucked. And it's moved on. It's fantastic. It's exactly what you need in life. Because let's be honest here. That's how real life works, right? You see a husband and wife walking down the street holding hands. No one dies. You're good. No one zooms in on the hand holding and says, look. And then they held their hand. Oh, fuck. A lot like, if you guys remember Disney's Buzz Lightyear, that quick little kiss to their kids. You never think twice, because again, that's how real life works. Oh, fuck, that's sweet. Alright. We are about to watch something incredibly spoilery. Incredibly. No debate. Okay? No debate. This is a major spoiler for Dawn Trail. Okay? We're going to be watching it en français. And we're going to be listening for two things. One, I want to hear how Galul Jaja speaks. Two, I'd love to hear how Wook Lamont looks at these same lines that are very emotional. Another thing that I'm going to be looking for is, are the words as direct? Because if you rewatch it, because I rewatched it because I filmed my reaction. If you rewatch it, the foreshadowing was there. They were pretty direct. And of course, like most foreshadowing, you only realize it later. But it was there. It was there. So I don't know if it's this quest or the next one. Actually, hold on. Oh no, it's quicker to just click on it and find out. And then we'll cut the cutscene if it's not it. Ready? Here we go. Meanwhile, in the depths of the sky deep in Cenote. No, this is not it. Is it? I think it's this one. Hold on. We'll know it when we see it. I've seen this fucking quest earlier in Yaktel. Is it this one? Or hold on. No, that's not it either. It happens after Yaktel, doesn't it? Alright, hold on. Oh shit, I hit the button again. My bad, we'll get there. We will get there. I need this iconic scene. Blow and smoke, law the land on track, and the land would tremble. No time for... Alright, there it is. Found it. Are we ready? En français, s'il vous plaît. On y va. I will translate for you. Yep, this is the one. Can you guys hear it okay? Such a powerful scene.
Je ne pensais pas te revoir encore vivant, Ja.
So a lot more sinister and less calculated, but ha 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 ha. I didn't think I'd still see you alive. You see what I mean? It's not the same. It's more of a villainy type thing rather than calculated.
Zoralja? C'est bien toi?
Zoralja? Is that you?
Cette armure, que lui est-il arrivé?
This armor. What could have happened to him? I miss the deep voice actor in English for Kona. Kona's a better voice actor in English. I'm sorry.
C'est toi qui les as tués, pas vrai?
Look on the ground. It's you that killed them. Did I lie?
Le prince aîné qui se retourne contre la couronne. T'as perdu la tête ou quoi?
The prince that hold on. The prince that counters the crown. Have you lost your mind? So again, a little bit more, I don't say business, but more direct, more to the point. And that line is actually really good in French. The prince to turn his back on the crown. Have you lost your mind?
Mon but est on ne peut plus simple. La dissolution complète du royaume fédéré et la soumission sans condition de chaque territoire à mon autorité.
He didn't pronounce Tuli Hilal as Tuli Hilal. It was Terrier. So it's different in French. And the sentence is pretty well word for word here. But he's got that, like, more villainy voice compared to the English VA.
Ceux qui refuseront de courber les chines seront anéantis.
Those of you who will refuse will see the end of my blade. So again, less direct in that sense, but more like villainesque. What do we got?
Quoi? Mais t'es complètement taré!
What? That's crazy! See, this is where they swap that role.
Mon objectif a toujours été le même.
My objective has always been the same. So again, less calculated and more villainesque.
Pour qu'un peuple puisse réellement souhaiter la paix, il doit d'abord connaître les affres de la guerre. Ce n'est qu'ainsi que le monde pourra être uni sous une même bannière.
The world doesn't understand to be under war and then ask for peace and then to unite under one banner. So it's again the same message but a little more to it.
Regarde-toi, Ja. Tu t'es changé en monstre pendant ta courte absence.
Galul Jaja's voice actor's kind of cute. Same line.
Tu n'es pas censé ignorer la gravité de tes actes, Ja. Comment oses-tu pointer ton épée contre nous et contre le peuple de Tuliyolal?
Oh, there he said Tuliyolal. He's less aloof in French. Like in English, he feels a little more aloof. If that makes any sense. Here, he really says to put to the sword your own people in which you soar to serve. So a little bit more intense of a moment.
Tu as commis l'irréparable, mon fils. N'espère pas obtenir ma clémence.
You have committed the ultimate sin, son. Do not expect my good graces, or what's the sentence? My blessing. Do not expect my blessing.
Alors, père, que comptes-tu faire?
So, father, what you gonna do about it? Again, more villainy, less direct. I kind of like the change. It feels like he's less in control. Where here, he feels like he's in control. He thinks he's in control. The reality is he's kind of winging it.
Rien d'autre que mon devoir.
Nothing more than my duty. Beautiful answer. Like I like that much better in French. I won't lie to you.
Anéantir l'envahisseur qui menace ma patrie.
I will destroy the hate that destroys my people. Again.
Attends. Laisse-moi m'en occuper.
Wait. Let me take care of it.
Restez tous où vous êtes. C'est à moi, son père, qu'il incombe de lui faire payer ses crimes.
Stay where you are. It is I, his father, that must make him pay for his crimes. Again, a little bit more villainy, good versus evil. Which I find they do that a lot in the French.
Ne t'inquiète pas. Même si Soralja est très fort, il n'a jamais gagné un seul duel contre papa.
Same sentence, except for, fear not, Zoralja is strong. He's never won a fight against Dad. Papa is really Dad versus father. Okay? Pad is father.
La chance est avec moi, Ja. Je vais enfin pouvoir prouver à tous ma supériorité.
He says Ja in the middle of the sentence as like part of his speech. Kind of silly, I'm not gonna lie to you. He said, I'm going to bury you. The rest is about the same. Now looking back, he had the upper hand. Didn't even flinch. Like, we know how it ends, but in that moment, there was never a debate. There's not one time that Zorulja thrusted and didn't win.
Adieu, mon fils.
Goodbye, Zorulja. Adieu, my son. So, to God. It's a French expression. It means goodbye, but the direct translation is to God. Or under God. It's the long goodbye. Or a big goodbye, usually. It's a touch. I have to admit, it's a better... The French Garul Jaja, he's nailing it. I'm sorry. He's right now my favorite of the bunch. In French. I do like the more sinister Zorulja.
Mais comment?
Le temps n'a pas été clément avec toi, père. Mais je dois admettre que la puissance du premier Orarque n'est pas à prendre à la légère.
Ah! Time hasn't treated you kindly, Dad, Father. But... how'd it go? Time hasn't treated you kindly, Father. You are a legendary fighter. Un légendaire.
Ta tête de la raison a beau avoir succombé depuis longtemps. C'est comme si son énergie vitale brûlait toujours en toi.
Same sentence. I'm not gonna lie to you, a little bit more eloquent in French. It's as if both heads burn as one. Is what he said.
Dans ce cas, permets-moi de jouer à armes égales.
In that case, let me even the odds. See what I mean? Instead of I shall even the odds, which is direct, I'm not fucking with you, you get that villainy in that case. Again, nuance. Still good. Still very good. Like, it's all there. It's just the nuance that changes. It depends on the nuance you're looking for, right? If you're looking for villainy, if you're looking for good versus evil, if you're looking for that type of nuance, yeah, the French is better. If you're looking for a a more nuanced character, where you can't really read his mind. You can't tell he's a villain yet.
Même un double tête n'est pas à la hauteur.
Even a two-head are mortal. So same idea, the blessed, but he uses two-head. That's correct, father. Père is father, papa is dad. This is the scene I was... She nailed that. She nailed that, I'm sorry. She fucking nailed that. Sarulja!
Une incapable dans ton genre ne pourra jamais
An incapable of your type will never be able to fight me. So she like, he uses again short, descriptive, I'm in control of this conversation. In the French, he's mocking her straight up. Like, I'm incapable like you?
Je suis l'orarque de la force du Tuliolal. Et jamais je ne te pardonnerai ce que tu as fait. À notre père et à notre peuple.
A better sentence in French by far. As the Oracle of Strength, that's what they're called over there. As the Oracle of Strength, I will never forgive you for what you did to our father and what you did to our people. It's a better sentence in French by far.
J'avais en tête le souvenir d'une gamine craintive. J'aperçois enfin une lueur régalienne dans ton regard.
I see the infantile ways of your upbringing, but I do see you are growing. Basically, the idea.
Parfait. Tu
Perfect.
peux prendre dans la douleur le gouffre qui nous sépare.
Perfect. I love to understand the pain that separates us.
Orarque de la force.
Oracle of Strength.
Rassemble les alliés et essaie de mettre mon royaume à genoux.
Oh wow, much better in French again. Oracle of Strength. Come, bring your allies. Put my kingdom to its knees. Fuck man, he did it.
Viens plonger ta lame dans ma poitrine comme je l'ai fait pour ton prédécesseur. Et prouve-moi que tu mérites effectivement ton titre.
Strike a blade in my chest like I did your predecessor. Then I will consider you worthy. Again, there's just so much more. It's more evil, right? He walks away. Fuck you. I do what I want, bitch.
Zoralja, attends.
Same sentence. Sorolja, wait.
Mes vaisseaux resteront ici à patrouiller le ciel.
My vessels will stay guarding the skies or scouting the skies. So just a little bit more detail.
Si tu échoues à me convaincre de ta valeur, ils auront l'ordre de ravager tout le Tuliolal.
Same sentence. If you fail to prove me your worth, I will lay waste to Tuliolal, or I will level, is the word he used. Same idea. There's no big change there.
L'avenir de ton peuple est entre tes mains.
The future of your people are in your hands. Again, much better in French. Now here's the hard part. This is the hard part. I'm not lying to anybody. Keep it together. Okay. We'll watch the first one. We know what's coming. Okay. There's a few sentences I want to hear from Wook Lamont. Excuse me. So for the most part, I prefer the French version. I'm not gonna lie to anybody. And before people start running into the comments, the voice actor was shit in English. Listen, Senna Breyer is awesome. We love her. We will not be commenting poorly on her. There's one line delivery I think I preferred in French from Wok Lamont. I preferred the dialect much more in French than English. The Zarulja moment, I think I preferred that in French. But remember, these voice actors are given, they do those lines 10, 15, 20 times. And the director chooses how they sound. And they pick the one they like that fits the situation. I have to admit, I think it would have been better if they chose like the French director did. But it's not a skill issue. I love me some Senna Breyer. She captures the whimsy of Wok Lamont much better. This is a hard fucking scene. Warning is. Right here.
Assez. Tu ne peux plus rien pour moi à présent.
Enough. You can't do anything more from me now. Just a little bit more detail.
Père, je vous en prie, n'abandonnez pas.
The only difference here is Father. I'm begging you. Please don't give up. So just a little bit more to it. Again, I prefer the dialect in French on this one. I have to admit. Very rare I do.
Mon vieil ami, es-tu toujours là?
Same sentence, just backwards. My old friend, are you still there? The twins realize what's going on. Step back.
Bien sûr.
Of course.
Je te confie mes enfants. Veille bien sur eux.
I leave you my children. Watch over them.
Tu oublies que je suis aussi vieux que toi, camarade. Mes plus belles années sont loin derrière moi.
You forget that I'm old like you, my friend. Camarade is not the comrade, okay? There's a different meaning. You forget that I'm old like you, friend. My best years are behind me. So again, same idea, just different. This is really a choice on expressions.
Si c'est ce que tu souhaites.
But if that's what you want. So it would be an honor is not there, and I think they should have added it.
J'ai hâte de repartir à l'aventure avec toi, comme au bon vieux temps.
How cute. This is just a little bit more personal. I can't wait to go on another adventure like old times. So just a little more personal. I think that's best.
Et moi donc.
Me too. And I think that's better than the English version because, again, it stays personal, right? Here he's giving you an expression and not, again, losing a friend, right? Friend of 80 years. These guys have known each other forever. They're close to 100 years old.
La Machi, Koana, approchez.
Okay, here he uses Lamati instead of Wok Lamont, and I think that is correct. That's how it should have been in English. I'm going to argue about that.
Papa.
Dad. So there's no yes, just Dad. So a little, again, it's more personable. They really nailed this in French.
Avez-vous pu observer les tombes des géants? J'ai toujours trouvé leurs enseignements fascinants.
Have you seen the graves of the giants? I always found their teachings interesting. Again, around the same idea. Nothing big changed there, except verbiage. It doesn't change the tone or the situation.
Père, vous ne devriez pas trop parler. Gardez vos forces.
A better set. Whew, Hona. This didn't bother me in English. He nailed this in French. Father, you mustn't talk. Please, save your strength. So this is more, again, more personable.
Même si mon corps vient à dépérir, tant que mon souvenir ne tombe pas dans l'oubli, je ne disparaîtrai jamais entièrement.
Same sentence, but I have to admit, more eloquent in French. Even if my flesh is no more, as long as I'm remembered, I will live on. It's a little more eloquent. Again, that's
Je vous confie
apples
mon
and oranges.
héritage.
Or potato, potato.
Gulul Jaja continuera de vivre à travers vos actes.
Whew. And I hope that I, Galul Jaja, will live on through you. So same sentence, just a little bit more personable.
Ne vous laissez pas happer par le chagrin. Relevez-vous, car un nouveau jour se lève sur notre belle nation.
Wow, much better sentence. Please do not be lost in grief. Stand up. Another day will rise across our beautiful nation. Fuck. It's harder in French. This is the scene I wanted to see right here.
Papa? Papa?
Dad? Dad? No! Waklamot. Centerbriar nailed that scene better. Again, it's tomato, right? It's the same sentences. It's just she catches that that loss in her voice as she says it. Because in English, it's Papa. Like, it's a question. It's, are you still with me? Dad? Dad? And then the scream. No, both scenes are incredible. It's better written in French. I'm going to argue that all day. It's more personable. It's more loving. I'm sorry, Galul Jaja in English. I much prefer your French voice actor. This is a preference. I loved you in English, so this is not a, oh my god, I dislike. No, I love. Okay? Luck Lamont, I feel like one scene, Centerbriar nailed it better, and the other, our French VA nailed it better. So it's really like very personal. And again, nailed it. This is a beautiful, harsh scene to watch. Okay, now, you ready to get a little bitchy? A little sassy? A little silly? Okay, what I'm looking for now is I want some scenes with Sphene. Okay? I want to see if we can catch her cunt in French. Catch her cunty. Catch her... Ooh. You know what I'm saying. Her people... Memories of a night at a crossroads. No, okay, up. And the final trial, they're yelling at each other. Oh, man, that would be cool. Be very cool, actually. This is empty. I'm tearing up. That was really good in French. It was better in French, generally speaking. But it's dialect. It's not a performance. Did I prefer one over the other in some sentences? Yes, but it's really... I feel that the dialect choices were a little bit better in French. Except Zarulja, we can argue about that. Some people prefer that cold, calculated, I've been gone 30 years, I have an army, fuck you, versus the evil villain edit. That's up to you how you prefer it. It's kind of like Emmett Selk. It's either there. Either way. Oh! You're gonna make me go look it up in German. Ah! Oh, that scene gets to me. I had to edit that, and it was hard. Let's see the cutscene because I want to see it. And if it's not the one I think it is, is this the one? It is. This is the cutscene I wanted. Okay, let's see if we can catch the bitch lion. Do we hear the nuance in French? You ready? I hate.
C'est dingue. Toutes ces machines inconnues, ça fait rêver.
Wow, it's so cool. All these machines, it's like a dream. A little cooler in French, I won't lie to you. But again, Senna Breyer catches that whimsy and I don't want to say stupid, but that like airhead much better. What's that? Oh, I love this cutscene. It's so fucking terrible.
Les habitants gagnent des points à la sueur de leur front qu'ils viennent ensuite troquer ici.
Same
En
sentence.
échange de leur dur labeur, ils obtiennent la garantie d'avoir accès à des âmes de réserve. De mémoire d'être humain, tel est le mode de vie des Alexandrins depuis toujours.
It's so much worse in French! Through hard labor, you can go get souls and get a sense of humanity, which is the Alexandrian way. She's less subtle. Okay.
Je suppose que des étrangers tels que vous ont du mal à le comprendre. Non?
Same sentence. I suppose strangers have a hard time understanding. Same sentence.
Non seulement j'y pige pas grand chose, mais si tu veux savoir le fond de ma pensée, ton explication me donne froid dans le dos.
Whoop. A little bitch here. I love it. That's a little cross. If I'm being really honest about what I'm thinking, it gives me shivers down my spine. It gives me cold in my spine. It's a French expression being like it's not good. Like it's a goose walking over your grave type bad. It gives you the heebie-jeebies.
Le prends pas mal. Aucune culture ne provient de nulle part. Et chacune évolue pour des raisons qui lui sont propres.
Don't take it personally. Every culture evolves in different ways and believes in certain things.
Je veux pas me former d'opinion sur la tienne avant que tu nous aies raconté son histoire. Tiens, et si tu commençais maintenant?
I like the French sentence better. I don't want to make an opinion about your culture before I know more about it. Could you let me know more? I don't know what the French choice is there, so I'm assuming it's something the same.
Dans ce cas, puisque vous semblez tant y tenir. Mais je vous préviens, ça risque de durer un peu.
Very well. As long as you're okay with it. But beware, it may take a while.
Il y a bien longtemps de cela. Plus de 1000 ans, d'après certains. L'énergie élémentaire de foudre commença graduellement à s'amplifier dans notre monde.
Same sentence, word for word.
Selon d'anciens registres agricoles retrouvés dans des vestiges et remontant à environ 8 siècles, la saison des pluies durait alors 3 mois, ponctuée d'orages d'une violence inouïe.
Instead of quarter of the year, she said 3 months. That's the difference there. Again, no big difference.
Et 400 ans plus tard, plus personne ne s'étonnait de voir cette rude période se prolonger jusqu'à 6 mois.
Same idea. Again, she uses 6 months instead of half the year.
Tandis que sa durée s'allongeait petit à petit, les nuages de foudre qui recouvraient le ciel empêchaient les végétaux de croître. Les récoltes abondantes se faisaient de plus en plus rares, et le bétail qui se nourrissait des fruits de la terre n'avait plus que la peau sur les os.
The only sentence that changes there is crops failed, livestock starved. She says that we were unable to cultivate our crops. Crops failed. Excuse me. And livestock were skin and bone. It's a little bit more extreme, but same idea. Fucking hard labor. I can't believe she said that.
C'est alors que dans ces circonstances qui paraissaient sans issue, la lumière vint enfin briller au bout du tunnel, sous la forme d'un trésor élémentaire naturel. L'électrope.
So, in the middle of all this going on, a light in the tunnel, a miraculous metal, was found. Electrope. Light at the end of the tunnel is what she said. It's pretty neat.
Le matériau avec lequel cette cité a été construite.
The stuff that the city was built on, so just a little bit more detail.
Un jour, en explorant une forêt ravagée par un incendie dû à la foudre, un villageois tomba sur une mystérieuse pierre noire. Et c'est ainsi que tout commença.
Same sentence, except for she doesn't say indeed. She doesn't acknowledge Wuklamad at all, actually. She says one day and keeps going. So that's an interesting choice.
Suite à un
She's not
examen
listening to
minutieux,
Wuk.
on découvrit que le minerai était doté d'une capacité à nulle autre pareille. Il pouvait absorber la foudre et la convertir en d'autres éléments avant de les libérer. Dans un renversement de situation à peine croyable, les tempêtes, qui jusqu'alors accablaient la population, se transformèrent en de véritables bénédictions.
That was a much bigger sentence. It could absorb lightning and convert it to other elements. And in a world where there were endless storms and endless lightning, this was a benediction, a blessing. But
Le minerai fut baptisé électrope, et il fut utilisé dans de nombreuses inventions qui améliorèrent grandement le quotidien de tous les Alexandrins.
The only thing that's there is baptized electrope, because that's what they have to say in French. And it dramatically improved people's daily lives. So just a couple words here and there. Again, so far she's on the
En un
point.
clin d'œil, l'électrope devint notre sauveur. Mais un problème inattendu se posa rapidement. Il n'y en avait pas forcément en quantité suffisante pour tout le monde.
And in a blink of an eye, our problems were solved. Until we realized that there wasn't enough of it.
Or, quand un pays fait face à des ressources limitées, il doit agir vite pour en accaparer de nouvelles.
So
Parmi
when
les
an,
alternatives, l'une des plus courantes, hélas, est de s'approprier les réserves des nations voisines. Les conflits explosèrent aux quatre coins du monde et n'eurent de cesse de s'amplifier.
she goes into more detail here. It's the same sentence at the very beginning. Since it was scarce, their nations couldn't meet the needs, so we resort to taking electro from other nations and other people to survive. She just, again, gives a little more detail.
Au bout d'un moment, l'électrope, qui était avant tout le prix de la victoire, devint également son moyen. Son utilisation se généralisa dans la construction de toutes sortes d'armes, mais aussi des mécanismes de défense, et au final, dans toute l'industrie de la guerre.
The only sentence that changes is the very last one, where it says, in every aspect of combat is every aspect of war.
Plus les belligérants entraient en possession du précieux sésame, plus ils en consommaient et prolongeaient ainsi un cercle vicieux qui semblait sans fin, et qu'on nomma la guerre des fulgurations.
The only thing she added to that was that it was a terrible war without an end.
Au bout de longues batailles meurtrières, Lindblum, le pays voisin d'Alexandrie, consuma tout son stock d'électropes dans une joute ultime, sous la forme d'une arme sans commune mesure.
Okay? At the end of a murderous battle. So again, she's being more descriptive. And it's a little bit more fucked up than she's letting you on in English. But the idea is the same. They made a weapon of mass destruction.
Quand ils résolurent de la déployer en première ligne du front, ses concepteurs eux-mêmes ne se doutaient probablement pas des dégâts immenses qu'elle allait provoquer. La puissance dégagée fut telle que tout le continent se retrouva englouti dans un chaos électrique.
Same sentence. And surrounded by lightning. So we're pretty much on par, but again,
Voilà donc pourquoi ton monde ressemble à ça.
That's why your world looks like this versus is this way. Doesn't matter what we pick here.
Tu en sais des choses, toi. Bien plus que moi, on dirait. J'espère que nous aurons l'occasion de faire plus ample connaissance d'ici peu.
You know things. Fucking condescending. Actually, that sentence is real condescending. You know things. More than I do. We should sit down and trade. It's the way she says, you know things. I would take that as condescending. Somebody say that like that to me at work.
Où en étais-je?
Oh, where was I?
La guerre des fulgurations. Son dénouement fut une catastrophe sans précédent pour les Alexandrins, qui y perdirent tout ce qu'il y avait de plus cher à leurs yeux.
The people of Alexandria lost everything that was precious in their eyes.
Les rares survivants furent totalement traumatisés par l'abominable expérience et en gardèrent des séquelles à vie. Le souvenir des disparus les accablait constamment, et le monde n'était plus que douleur et souffrance.
Jesus. Those who survived were tortured of the memory of their loved ones. Again, the words are just a little stronger.
Le désespoir était si grand que les ingénieurs s'en remirent une fois de plus à l'électrope pour panser leurs plaies et celles de leurs semblables. Cette fois, leur inestimable trésor allait servir à préserver les âmes et leur mémoire.
Okay, same sentence, just longer,
La vie ne
because
se
French
réduit
sometimes
pas à
longer.
la chair qui lui sert de réceptacle. Tant que la mémoire perdure, elle peut même devenir éternelle.
We may live on as we may be eternal.
Cette croyance ne nous a pas seulement mis du baume au cœur dans les pires moments. Au fil du temps, elle est devenue notre terre nourricière, un havre de réconfort pour nos âmes meurtries.
Jesus. This belief sustained us, giving us a reason to live, and became our reason to keep going. Like, again, everything's just a little bit more.
À t'entendre, on peut dire que vous en avez bavé.
Listening to you, I can tell you've had quite a lot, or it's been a lot. This is what I want to see. Right here. This is it. Because again, this is where we should be catching her cunt.
Votre Majesté, je vous en supplie, aidez-moi.
Much better acting in English and French, I'm sorry to say. Your Majesty, help me, I'm begging you.
Que vous arrive-t-il?
What's going on?
J'ai plus d'âme de réserve, plus une seule. Et même dans cet état, il refuse de m'en fournir.
I have no, again, sentences.
Par pitié,
Exact.
faites quelque chose.
You have to do
Vous en êtes
something.
capable.
Surely you're able to. So a little bit more intense, like,
Toutes
it's a
mes
big deal.
excuses, Votre Majesté. Voyez-vous, ce tir au flanc passe le plus clair de son temps à se saouler à vraie vision au lieu de travailler.
My apologies, Your Majesty. This oaf, she doesn't call him a man, she calls him an oaf, refuses to work and gets drunk all of his days. So he doesn't drink, he gets drunk. Again, everything's just a little bit more in French.
Et le voilà qui se plaint de ne pas avoir de quoi se procurer la moindre petite âme, alors qu'il est le seul fautif.
And here he is, coming to you, complaining, when he is to blame.
La ferme. Tu parles à un ancien combattant de l'Arcadion, je te signale. Alors un peu de respect.
Bullshit! He doesn't swear, but he basically uses a word like bullshit. Bullshit. I am a veteran fighter of the Arcadian, and I want your respect.
Si j'en suis réduit à mendier aujourd'hui, c'est uniquement parce que le souverain de la force m'a interdit de me battre. Rien d'autre.
If I am suffering today, it is because the King of Strength has refused for me to work, and nothing else. Again, more extreme. Love it.
À voir ce qu'il vous reste d'énergie. Un fier guerrier comme vous doit avoir maintes fois fait ses preuves dans l'arène.
Thank you for your fighting, your brave fighting. And do not worry.
Croyez-moi, je ne
Believe me.
demande qu'à vous aider, mais je n'ai pas le droit de vous octroyer un traitement de faveur.
Believe me, I want to help you, but I don't have the right to give you preference.
Alors faites au moins en sorte que l'Arcadion rouvre ses portes. C'est dans
Ouais.
vos cordes, non?
then please open the Arcadian. It's in your power, is it not?
Je suis désolée, mais je n'ai aucune autorité en la matière. Le roi Zoralja a exigé que les âmes des créatures sauvages soient toutes consacrées à l'effort de guerre et non à ce qu'il considère comme des passe-temps futiles.
I'm sorry. I don't have jurisdiction. The king Zorulja needs all of his feral souls for war. And he does not waste them on futile amusements. So she's condescending his work in the same sentence that she's telling him, I appreciate you. Your work is futile. The bitch.
À quoi vous servez alors? À part poser vos fesses sur un trône pour jouer les reines de pacotille.
Bullshit. What good are you? Sitting your ass on a throne playing games? Oh, so much better.
Espèce de sale petite cloporte. Comment oses-tu t'adresser ainsi à sa majesté?
Same sentence, a little bit harsher words used.
Calmez-vous, ce n'est rien. Ce genre d'invective ne me blesse pas le moins du monde et mon statut ne me permet pas d'en faire le reproche à ceux qui les profèrent.
It's okay. This means nothing to me. My status doesn't allow me to do anything wrong. And it doesn't bother me. Jesus, she's more obvious in French. A vibe in English. In French, baby.
Écoutez-moi bien, mon brave. Même si je suis dans l'incapacité de vous sustenter à l'aide d'une âme, soyez assurés de ma volonté sincère de vous voir vivre.
Hear me, brave soldier. She switched tone and everything. Hear me, brave soldier. Though I cannot grant you a soul, I will do everything in my power to see you live.
Et cela vaut pour chacun des habitants de ce pays. Vous êtes ma famille, et je vous aime tous autant les uns que les autres.
I love you all equally. You are like family. And I really love each and every one of you. So none of this deny yourself hope. Again, it's a little bit more direct. Like, she's fucking with him.
Je vous en conjure, ne perdez pas de temps à vous morfondre. Efforcez-vous plutôt de trouver le bonheur, aussi ténu soit-il. Rien ne me ferait plus plaisir que de pouvoir contempler votre sourire.
Same sentence. It's bullshit. I want you to find the small joy, the small pieces of happiness. Nothing would make me happier than to see you smile. Fuck, I love it but hate it. God almighty, I hate her.
Nous avons besoin de passer nos nerfs sur notre entourage de temps à autre. La prochaine fois que cela vous arrivera, venez me voir. Je serai à votre écoute.
There's no need to get on people's nerves. Next time it happens and you want to vent, come to me. I'll listen. You didn't solve anything.
C'est compris, votre majesté.
She solved nothing. She just told him, fucking smile, baby. There's nothing I'm gonna do. And she says, understood, ma'am.
Après tout, je peux encore me passer d'une âme de réserve. Car tant que je reste à Solution 9, je ne crains pas la mort.
I suppose if I stay in Solution 9, I'll be safe. So problem not solved.
J'espère que vous me pardonnerez mes insultes.
If you'll forgive my insults. Oh man, I'm glad we watched this one because it
Au fait, rien de tout ça ne devrait vous empêcher de travailler un peu, d'accord? Pensez-y quand vous serez remis de vos émotions.
Bye. Remember, look around to see if you can find work when you've calmed down. Fuck. It's so much worse. The word choice is so strong.
Pardon de vous avoir imposé ce spectacle. Et si on continuait notre promenade?
I'm so sorry you had to see that spectacle. If we would continue our walk. Oh, see, that's what I wanted to see, because listen, that scene is fucking something. This is another one I want to see.
Bien, je crois que nous avons fait le tour des lieux emblématiques. Très chère visiteuse, merci d'avoir participé à cette petite session de tourisme. Tout le plaisir était pour votre guide Sven.
This is interesting. Okay? Actually, she's like, hey, we've visited all the main facilities, and our tour is completed. And I'm glad that I was able to bring our visitors here with us. Now, what's interesting about this sentence is, I don't know how much you guys know about French. French, every fucking word has a gender, okay? It is what it is. That's how the language is built. I'm not trying to be an arsehole. And depending on what you use in a sentence, the words change. So if I say a blue pen, if the word pen is feminine, blue needs to be spelled feminine. If pen is masculine, then it keeps its spelling. She calls us visiteurs. So she takes into account our genders. Okay? In French, and again, I don't make the rules, don't get mad at me. In French, if there are two different genders in a situation, the male takes precedence. Okay? In grammatic structure. Not in life, but in grammatic structure. So, mes visiteurs would have been correct and cover both of us. But instead, I'm playing a female Lala. Waklamad is a female. Visiteurs. So she went in French. She went not in French. She went in female, feminine. Interesting.
Le genre d'échange que t'as eu avec cet homme tout à l'heure, ça t'arrive souvent?
That conversation you had with that man, does that happen often?
Plus ou moins, mais c'est inévitable. Si elle n'était pas parsemée de difficultés, la vie ne vaudrait pas la peine d'être vécue.
Somewhat. It's unavoidable. I mean, if there was no hardship in life, life wouldn't be worth living. She dismisses the shit out of you. She just dismisses the shit out of you. You fucking gaslighter. I love it. It's subtle. And again, we're playing it through with foreshadowing. We know.
La bonne gestion de notre stock d'âme est primordiale à notre survie. Nous sommes parvenus à rendre ce système pérenne, mais il n'est pas sans défaut pour autant.
The soul management system is primordial to our existence. And it isn't without flaws. So again, just a little stronger.
Sans âme de réserve, les gens deviennent rapidement la proie d'émotions négatives. La peur, l'anxiété et l'hypersensibilité s'emparent d'eux pour ne plus les lâcher. Il y aurait même un effet néfaste sur le taux de natalité, selon certains.
The sentences here are very much the same, but it brings back to a little bit deeper in the lore. Remember I said without the souls we will see a decline in people and it'll fuck things up? She just says it there. I said it.
Juste par curiosité, si vous jetiez tout ce bazar à la poubelle, il se passerait quoi?
Ha! Just out of curiosity, if you threw the whole thing, and she uses like an expressive thing, if you threw the whole thing in the garbage, what would happen?
Absolument rien, puisque c'est impossible.
Absolutely nothing, since it's impossible. She puts you in your place. And you hear the shift in the tone.
C'est pas
Absolutely
facile
not.
de changer des coutumes et des habitudes solidement ancrées dans l'esprit des gens. Je suis bien placée pour le savoir. Même les Mamoulja avaient, selon eux, d'excellentes raisons de suivre les préceptes des sans-mêlés.
I understand that it's not easy to change your culture and ways. I witnessed this myself with the Mamulja and their reliance on the mixed children. It's a seni. It's not mixed as in like POC or BIPOC. It's very much like mixed blood. It's meant to be blessed. Like it's not a negative word. I know it sounds funny.
La peau de Zoralja, Tu resteras seul à la barre de Néo-Alexandrie, pas vrai?
If we cut Zerulja's skin, you'd be in charge, right?
Une fois ce jour venu, et il viendra très bientôt, je compte sur toi pour joindre nos forces et bosser ensemble. On pourra commencer par restituer ce bout de terre à son monde d'origine, par exemple. Qu'est-ce que t'en dis?
And then we can work together. Restore everything where it belongs. And even restore all of the lands. What do you think? She don't give a fuck. That's what she thinks.
Écoutez, je dois... Il faut que je vous fasse une confidence.
Listen, I have to tell you something in private.
Eh ben alors? Quelle
And?
confidence?
What did you want to say in private?
Hein?
Or in confidence?
Rien du tout. Oubliez ce que je viens de dire, ça n'a aucune importance.
Nothing at all. Forget what I said. It's not important. So again, just a little bit more.
Bon, sur ce, il faut que j'y aille. Ça fait un sacré moment qu'on papote quand même.
Well, on that note, I need to go. It's been a lovely time.
D'accord. Eh ben,
Okay.
merci pour la virée.
And thank you for
On
the
retrouve nos amis, nous aussi.
thank you. And thank you for the tour. We have to go find our friends as well. Oh, a lot
En tout
more
cas,
there.
on aura non seulement appris un tas de trucs sur ton pays, mais aussi profité de cette occasion pour mieux nous connaître.
And we've learned a lot about your realm and about you as well.
Ma soif de découverte est encore loin d'être étanchée. Mes priorités à l'élimination de Zoralja.
My priorities are set. It is Zerulja.
Une fois cette petite formalité réglée, ce sera à mon tour de te faire visiter Tuliolal. Promis.
Once he's dealt with, it would be my pleasure to show you Tuliolal. I promise.
Oh, mais avec grand plaisir.
With great pleasure. I would like that. Bitch. Bitch! Ah! You know. That scene, man. It's so good. Ah man, I love.
Malheureusement, je n'ai plus d'autre choix que de suivre le seul chemin qui s'offre à moi.
Sadly, I have no choice but to follow the path in front of me. At least she acknowledges it's sad. In English, she don't.
Lamachi, j'espère que tu me pardonneras quand je t'empêcherai de tenir ta promesse.
She goes much further here. She really reveals some shit. First of all, I hate that she calls her Lamati. Hate it. That is a pet name that we were given permission to. You do not get permission from people to call people their pet names until it's given. But she says, Lamati, please don't be upset when I betray you and never keep your promise. She very much says she's gonna betray her. So in French, it's much more direct. It's much more fucked up. And some of the word choices are strong. But it all fits into the same, if you are somebody who is, who paid attention. Okay, and I'm not, some people have more media literacy than others. That's not an insult. If you paid attention, you got that story from the get-go. In French, it's a lot more direct. It's really like, hey, no, I'm writing it out on the wall for you. I am lying. I am full of shit. Or in English, I must disappoint you. Or no, she's like, I will betray you, and you cannot keep your promise. So she's direct. I kind of like it. I really do. I have to admit, so far, Endwalker, fuck. Dawn Trail is better written in French than English. Like, I'm not saying that to be an asshole, okay? I really am not. That's not the point of this conversation. It's really to sit back and be like, what's the big differences here? So, I'm going to take a 2-minute break because I really, really, really need to pee. Of course I do. I drank 2 things. I'll be right back. BRB and BRRB. Right back. I'm back. Sorry about that. We're coming back at high. Okay, awesome. Whew. Again, I really apologize. I just was looking for my thermometer, if I'm being totally honest. I had no fucking idea where that thing went. I had it on my desk for a long time because last time I was sick, I was using it a lot. Of course. And I can't find where the fuck it went. It's in the house somewhere, obviously, but like it would be nice to have it because I ain't feeling great. That's okay though, by the way. So far, like guys, I'm not argue and say that Dontrell's better in French. Like, I know that's not what people want to hear. That's not the sentence that people, like, want to... And it's not due to skill. It's really just a better written story in French. Excuse me. And again, I mean zero offense in that. You can disagree, by the way. Like, one of the reasons that you could disagree is like, hey, you don't find it a little on the fucking nose that she talks about that stuff directly to you and leaves it not for hints and stuff? She gives you too many hints? That's a very valid comment. I feel like the English VA director dropped the ball because both JP and French are more impactful. No, yes and no, I'm gonna argue. In that one moment where she puts her axe back and goes, Zarulcha, I have to admit the director dropped the ball there. I think Sennebrier could have nailed that. Got it? However, in the next cutscene, when she's on her knees, Papa, Sennebrier fucking out of the park. That was how that line was supposed to be delivered. So, but the writing, that's a whole different story. The writing is definitely, and again, I do not mean to be direct, but it's night and day is how I would describe it. And not in a bad way, but like Zarulja is more of an evil villain instead of a cold, calculated killer. Oh shit. Yeah. I wasn't gonna get it, so that was a good choice. Yes. You know what I mean? Like, some choices were just better. As good as it was gonna get. Oh, I mean, there's probably more to get there, but based on those chances. Nope. The middle row would have been the better choice. God damn it. Why you like this? So yeah, as for delivery, some scenes I give it to the French VA, some scenes I give it to the English VA for Wok Lamont specifically. Galul Jaja, I'm sorry, it's gonna offend some people. While the VA was fucking great, he's better in French. He loses his aloofness, his he sounds like he's unsure of himself. Where in French he don't. There's no doubt. He knows what's up. And he puts Zarulja in his place in French. Zarulja, it's a matter of opinion. You may like it, you may not. Depends on if you like cartoon villain versus cold and collected. It's a very much a different choice and style. So if you like one or other, that's on you. Both were delivered well for what that was. Kona. And it's not just because his VA is attractive, okay? Do not give me that look. Peeps got a type, remember. But the deepness to it. That je ne sais quoi is lost in French. Speaking of je ne sais quoi, I'm je ne fucking that up. Yeah. So I would argue like some are better, some are worse. Fiend's about the same, except the dialect's different, and the dialect is so good. Because in English, you spend your time going, she's lying. Pretty sure. What's going on? What's she hiding? In French, you're like, God damn, what a bitch. She's setting them up. Look at that. And the word choices she used are so much more extreme. So you get the severity of what she's trying to do a lot more in French and English. And how she treats that guy that asked for another soul, much worse in French, which again adds to that, like, we can't trust her story, right? But overall, I have to admit, Senna Breyer is a better Wook Lamont. She catches Wook Lamont's aloofness as she grows. She catches that airheadedness that I'm just learning, right? She nails that so much better than the French VA. And again, it's a director's choice. I'm sure they could have changed some of those lines to line them up a little better. Absolutely. But I definitely will not put one line on the VA and say, that's how I'm depicting their performance. No. God, no. Again, it was in the next quest, both questions were not answered the same, you know? In the next quest, she nailed that. Orange Cat, 100%. 100%. She embodied Orange Cat. She also embodied, like, Superfan, if that makes any sense. And she really nailed that on her knees, Papa. Queen performance. Amazing. So, like, those three, she says Papa 3 times. And those 3 times, to me, is her career. I hope every time she takes a fucking audition, she brings that scene back. Because she fucking nailed it. And I won't even, like, take it as a no. She nailed it. I'm cold. Ugh. Don't like being sick. I hope this goes away, because I got a convention on fucking Saturday. I may have to mask up. If that's the case, it's no big deal. I will mask up. 100%. But if I feel like this tomorrow, we're not going into the office. Which sucks, because then I have to go to the superstore. That's one of the things that I go to. I have to go do my groceries anyway. So I still have to drive an hour to go do my groceries. So that part still sucks, but, like, what can I do? On the bright side, though, this was fun. I'm sorry, but this was good fun. I really enjoyed this stream, like, doing something different. And again, I had this here for a week. I had somebody, actually, I think I have a Twitter post. Somebody posted something on Twitter, and I was like, genius, doing that. And that's how that went. Northeast. So yeah, that's how that went. It just worked out really good because I'm sick. And I mean, I'm not super duper sick. I'm really just like, okay, I got a headache. Okay, well, you know, definitely congested. And you know, we could turn the heat up here. I could probably take a nap. Like, again, it's not extreme. I'm fine. Like, we're getting there. It's also day 1 of symptoms, so, like, I don't know what I get. Fucking patient 0 brought it home. For those of you who don't know, our sometimes moderator, Jesse Can't Cook, okay, love him, great guy. I don't know how this kid nails this every single fucking time. But during cold and flu season, we call him Patient 0. Because he brings shit home every time. I have 2 kids in 2 different schools. A flying potato? How does that work? So again, 2 kids, 2 schools, so my chances of getting sick are fucking multiplied, right? Like, we know. There's no hiding it. We know I'm gonna get sick eventually, right? Like, it's not a secret. It's a very shitty secret if it's a secret. My problem is it's always the same kid that brings this stuff home. Patient 0. Like, what was it, 2021? A year after or 2 years after the pandemic started? I was sick every fucking 2 weeks. In a time when they were masking, I have no fucking idea how this kid brought home everything. I asked him, are you licking the fucking doorknobs? He was like, no. I didn't get it. And I had everything, like everything but COVID. I had strep, I had just straight up like stomach flu, head cold. Every 2 weeks I had something new. And so did he. So he was taking time off, and so was I. Both of us sick as fucking dogs. Just sitting there. Ugh, patient 0. So yeah, now we lovingly call him patient 0 in this time of year. Because we know he's going to bring something home. And spoiler alert, he did. He was off from school today. Fuck. Bastard. It happens. PDI Yoanan? PD. I don't want to pronounce that. We'll try it. Hold on. Pia Rioa Nan. Pia Rioa Nan. Not bad. So I took a nap in between tonight. And I took my work a little bit slower today because I stayed in a hoodie. I was not feeling it. And again, I want to do this convention on Saturday. I've planned it for months. I've been sewing for weeks. I'm going. Whether I'll be masking or not will depend on how... if I am 24 hours without symptoms, I will not mask. Because again, that's... Well, I should mask anyway. You know what? I should probably mask anyway. That's probably the right thing to do. I think I'll pick up some masks on the way home. Or tomorrow. Just to be sure. I think that's the right thing to do. Northwest. So apart. There you are, sneaky fucker. I am a fan of protecting other people, right? I will do whatever it takes to protect others. The only disadvantage that I have found with masking is obviously spectacles. I have large glasses. Let's be honest with ourselves. They get messy. And it keeps the heat in more than the regular mask. But again, that has never deterred me from masking. Oh, there it is. Sneaky, sneaky. Let's see if my husband has any. I know they're required to mask at work, eh? Is that my husband? No. Do you see the thermometer anywhere? I don't think it's in there.
It's up there, maybe.
If you want, get the stool and look, please. I couldn't find it.
Yeah, I can.
That's my son, my youngest, my baby. He's gonna be working with me at the convention. It'll be fun. Of course it'll be fun. It's always fun. Always fun with mom. To be fair, at least his mom's a giant fucking nerd, right? Like, I don't know if that's a good thing, bad thing, scary thing. Probably cringy to the wrong kid. Like, if I had a preppy type kid I'm sure that I would get the stares, the really, mom? But no, my kids are little nerds.
We're different kinds of...
One's nerdier than the other one, actually. My youngest is nerdier than my oldest.
A lot nerdier.
But my oldest is autistic, so when he gets into something, he gets into it. Which is a good thing. Honestly, I think that's where I got it. Because again, I literally have a fucking sticky note on my computer saying, hey, do this because this will be so fun for like a week. North. Alright, that way.
Not there.
It's not there? Okay, thank you, buddy. It is what it is. Mom's cold.
Get a blanket.
Huh? No, it wouldn't be in there. No, but like, I'm wearing a giant sweater. I shouldn't be cold.
Shivers.
Like, look at the temperature. I should not be cold.
It's 24 degrees.
It's 24 in here. If you're like, Peeps, what's hot and cold there? 24 is like mid-70s. There's no reason for me to freeze. I have a fucking hoodie that's ridiculously large. And Jimmy Jam pants. Everyone loves Jimmy Jam pants. And socks on. Like, there's no reason for me to be cold. And I gotta go upstairs and my bedroom's gonna be cold. Oh. Don't like that. Sorry, I might dig out an extra blanket. Actually, I can't. My dog ate my last blanket.
My dog ate my home.
Which dog did you think?
Oh.
My son. Which dog? The dog that eats everything. Which dog do you think?
Both.
That's so funny. Which dog? I don't know.
My dog ate my home.
She's very much a puppy. She is, I would guess, 70-ish pounds right now. But she's bigger than my boxer. So I can't help but imagine that she's bigger. And then she's definitely in her pterodactyl phase. Everything on the floor is free game, including the floor.
Everything she said.
Which, let me tell you, if you didn't know this, did you know a Staffordshire Terrier can absolutely eat your flooring? Absolutely. No debate. Can totally 100% nom your food or your floor. It is a thing. 1000%. I also have never seen a dog go through toys like this dog does. I can't keep him. I don't know what to do. To the west. Oh, fuck that. I'm going right here. Basically, the dog is great. Nothing wrong with it. But I buy plastic toys. So rubber, plastic. If she decides she's eating it, it's gone. In a day. Gone. Just forget about it. Gone. Did I do both? No, I haven't. I haven't even unlocked them yet. We'll do that. Actually, let's tell you what. Let me update my sticky note, and we'll do that next week. There. It's on the sticky note. Okay. Thank you. Appreciate it. So yeah, like, she goes through the fucking toys, man. I don't know what to do with that dog. She eats them for lunch. Like, right now I'm gone. Then, I can't get her toys that are considered food. So, like a bone that's flavored. A bone. Rawhide. Can't give her any of that. Because oh, there it is. While I have a really good dog, it's the only thing that she and the big dog will resource guard. And my boxer. So both of the arseholes resource guard it. Both. Not one, both. And that got ugly, I think, once. Like, everybody's fine, but, like, definitely, no, it's a no-no for now. Until we put more training into it. That's the goal. I just haven't had time this week. I'm not gonna lie. Holy shit, man. A lot of these. So anyway. Fate living memory. No! No. No, living memory sucks. Like in the best way, but like the worst way at the same time. Like, no, my emotions cannot handle this shit. But it was one of those world fates, so it was fun. And then I died. Oh, God. Here's the big bridge. Oh, I'm cold. But yeah. So I need to buy more plastic toys that are stronger. And then I am debating next month buying one of those like bark boxes for bully breeds. Because like, holy shit, man, I need something, man. I can't afford to feed this dog treats like snacks. And that's the situation I'm in. It's snacks. Oh man, Ultima Thule, I never went back. I won't lie to anybody. I never went back. Not once. And I know people will be like, Peeps, come on. An entire No, I did not go back. Fucking Ultima Thule is hard. Living memory is harder if everything's lit up. If that makes any sense. It being empty kind of fits, if that makes sense. But lit up, like, it's so creepy as shit. Really? Is it in the cave? Because, like, that's not very funny, man. Northwest. Yes, it's in the fucking cave. Can I smell it? No? Dude, I'm almost done. I can't hear you. My son brings me a cucumber, points at his nose, and I don't know. You want me to smell the cucumber? 'Cause I can't smell shit right now.
It smells sour.
Oh, it smells sour?
Yeah.
Well, try it. I mean,
I did.
Is it
Tasted
good?
Fine, but it
there you go. Don't worry about it.
It smelled absolutely terrible.
I want to see what this guy wants. Because look at this. This is like a fucking shrine. The world could change all at once unless their ancestors are here. It's a shrine to the dead or something. I am interested in this. Okay. Alright, folks. I think we're going to call it there for the night. Nothing personal. I'm feeling under the weather. I'm going to get some sleep. I got to be in office tomorrow or figure something out. In the meantime, thank you for being here and being silly with me. Actually, let's go in this house for a second. This is my house. You're like, Peeps, did you move servers to get a house? Yes. Peeps, did you really move servers to get a house? Yes. I 1000% did. Because look, best house in the land. And look, there's no house there. There's no, like, it's not full. Look, it's the perfect house. It's a beach house with water and no cold, no snow, no shitty days, just sand and swimming pools and fuck yeah. That's it. That's all I wanted. Perfect house. And does that not scream PB to you? It screams PB to me. Alright. Exactly. You have to move sometimes far from people. That's what I did in real life too, actually. I bought a house IRL an hour away from my work, 45 minutes away from his work. So about in the middle of both, honestly. But I mean, I got a house within our budget, and it's a nice house, so I can't really complain. Alright, so, thank you so much for being here. Have a legendary night. If you're sick like I am, take it easy. You deserve that. And I can't wait to see you guys on the next one, Monday, where we play World of Warcraft. It's also a holiday, so we might play a little longer. We'll see. Have a great